Introduce yourself and describe your position.
My name's Mrs. Felix, and I'm the Bedford Middle School librarian. I'm also the gifted support teacher. You want to know everything else I do?
Sure.
I'm a technology support teacher, so I have a list of teachers that I support their technology needs. That's good enough.
What does a typical day look like in your job? For example, what are your responsibilities?
Okay, well, I start my day off with a meeting, usually if I'm on different committee meetings. So at 7:30, I'll go over to the faculty room, we'll have meetings, I'll come back over here. And if students need loaner iPads, I sign them out. There's usually about 10 to 12 a day. And then I help anybody with their technology needs. I'm checking books out. I have 2 classes I teach. I work with gifted students, and I do, if it's a quiz team day, I'll have, like Monday I go to Altoona for quiz team competition. And then I also have Vex Robotics, so I might be working with those kids on their robots, and candy sale, and like every day is different. Every day is different, and then normal checking books out and helping students find their books. And tutorial is when students come down to find their books or work together on computers. There's not a normal day, but that's about it.
What is your level of education and/or training? Do you regularly need to have some type of continuing education?
Okay, so to answer the first part, I have a bachelor's degree in English, and I'm able to teach English from grades 7 to 12. And I have a master's degree in library information technology. So I can actually be at the kindergarten level through 12th grade with my library degree. I go back for professional development whenever I can. And we as teachers need to have Act 48 hours, like 180. I always have enough. Every several years, you need to have a certain amount of Act 48 hours, and that in order to fulfill that requirement, you go back for trainings, or you can take classes. Like this summer, I'm taking a graduate class.
What is the most challenging aspect of your job, most rewarding?
Okay, the challenging aspect is time management, because I'm doing several different tasks in one day. So I'm constantly trying to prioritize which task is the most important. I try to keep in mind, like when I first came down here, there was a big banner that said Bedford Middle School, where kids come first. So I always try to think like, okay, well, kids come first, so that helps me prioritize what's the most important need. So to me, when I think about the challenging part of my job, it's just juggling. I mean, I'm trying to get ready for talent show for tonight. Like what's the priority? And that's tough. But I like it. So it's a good challenge. I don't know if I'm ever bored. So, and I forget the other part of the question.
The most rewarding part of your
job. The most rewarding part is working with students. That's why I became a teacher and also a librarian. My most rewarding part is when a student who hasn't read a book before, just like today, I had a student tell me, and actually he's one who said he hated reading not that long ago. And I told them that tomorrow during class they're just going to read. And he was like, yes. And I thought he was joking. And I said, are you joking around? Are you really happy? He said, I'm very happy. I finished 134 pages in my book yesterday. So that, to me, I just feel very good about myself when that happens.
Did you start in your current job? Have you been promoted?
I didn't start in my current job. I started teaching when I was 31. So I've had other jobs before this job. But to me, this is a promotion from my other ones because I love it so much. But I started, like I said, as an English teacher. I taught for 2.5 years at the high school, and then I came down here after I got my my certification in library science. So it was a lateral move. It wasn't a promotion. To me, a promotion would be if I became a principal, which I don't have a desire to do that. So I could be a librarian until I'm 95 years old, hobbling around in my walker. I don't need to be promoted, but yeah.
What characteristics do you and/or your employer look for in a potential employee?
What characteristics would be necessary for my job?
What characteristics do you and/or your employer look for in a potential employee?
So if I had an employee,
Yeah.
I would want someone who is caring and organized and diligent, not just like standing around looking at a phone. Flexible. If anybody ever needs to get a job to be a teacher or a librarian or anything in education, you have to be flexible because, as you know, every day is different. You know, you could be there could be a fire drill. There could be an assembly that you need to go up to the high school to go watch the musical. So your plans change all the time. So you really, really need to be flexible. And you need to be positive and happy because nobody wants to be around a grouchy person, no matter who they are. So, and hardworking. There's a lot of characteristics. And a sense of humor. If you don't have a sense of humor when you're in education, I think that'd be a long day.